Being gay has always been a controversial topic, so it's no surprise that governments and researchers have always looked into ways of finding out who is gay and who isn't. Over the years, they have researched and created several inventions and tests that supposedly distinguished between a gay and a straight male. Many of these inventions and tests did not work, even though they were believed to. Others were controversial. Some were just plain stupid. For men who like letting their wrists go limp, as in letting their hands fall such that it is at a 90-degree angle to the arm, there might be a problem. Apparently, a limp wrist has always been used to identify a man as unmanly. This idea dates back to ancient Rome, when rhetoric teachers instructing their students how to speak in public discouraged them from letting their wrists go limp, as they considered it effeminate. The idea was that men had stronger wrists than women, so it was required that they kept their wrists straight as a sign of manliness. Canada waged a war against gay and lesbian people in the military and the civil service in the 1960s. At the center of the anti-gay campaign was the fruit machine, which was not really a machine but a series of tests used to identify gay people. Suspects were tricked into an office, where they were asked questions and shown series of suggestive images, including those of half-naked men. While they watched, scientists noted changes in their pulse, breathing, and skin reflex. The test was cancelled after the Defense Research Board cut funding after the scientists involved requested more money. However, this was not before hundreds of workers had lost their jobs. Today, we know that dilation of the pupil does not necessarily determine whether or not a person is aroused. For one, the pupil reacts to light. Same-sex marriage is allowed in Kazakhstan, one of the several countries that broke away from the Soviet Union. The country decriminalized same-sex marriage in 1998. However, there is still a general distaste for not only gay men but also lesbians as well as bisexual and transgender people. The Gulf Cooperation Council, an economic union of Kuwait, Qatar, Bahrain, Oman, Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates, caused mild unrest when they revealed their plans to stop gay foreigners from entering their countries. According to Yusuf Mindkar, a director at Kuwait's health ministry, union member states would detect homosexuality by subjecting all foreigners to certain tests before they would be allowed to enter their countries. Researchers at Stanford University have developed a computer program that identifies homosexuals based on pictures of their faces. The program became an expert in the art of gay detection after researchers trained it with over 14,000 photographs they took from a dating website. The scientists would input a person's picture into the program before adding the person's sexuality as it was provided on the dating website. So, all the machine did was to study the shape of the faces to determine what people who are gay and lesbian look like. It deduced that gay men have long noses and narrow jaws, while lesbians have wider jaws. Some researchers in the United States have created a genetic test, which they claim can determine whether someone is gay with 70% accuracy. To create the test, the researchers took saliva samples from 47 pairs of twins. 37 of the pairs included one gay and one straight brother, while the remaining 10 were both gay. Thereafter, they looked for differences in their epigenetic markers, which are the molecules that determines how their body cells interpret the DNA code. Gaydar, a shortened name for gay radar, is a gay detection device made for gay people who want to identify or be identified by other gay people. It was a small, electronic, keychain-like device that beeped or flashed whenever it detected another gaydar within 12 meters, 40 feet. How a man talks matters a lot. If he's not careful, he might be taken as gay even when he isn't. There is a belief that gay men speak with the gay voice, which is high-pitched and more melodious than average. It is also believed that gay men have a sweet way of pronouncing P, T, and K and that most probably suffer from the gay lisp.